Hello, hi, welcome to my channel once again. Today I'm going to be preparing vegetable hot pot, and as usual I'll be listing the ingredients in the description box. So I've washed all the vegetables, everything is clean and is been thoroughly washed, and this recipe requires a lot of chopping, so I'm not blending any of the vegetables. Everything is going to be chopped up, and I'm starting with the ginger and the garlic, which is going to be finely chopped up. So I'm really making sure that these are finely chopped up. I'm also chopping up the onions, so this is just a slightly chunky chop. And the chili, I'm using one very hot chili, and after all this is a hot pot, so but feel free to use as much chili as you would like, but this chili is quite hot. I've deseeded the red bell pepper, and I'm just cutting this into medium cubes. So I'm also using the courgette, which depends on where you are. You know, some people call it zucchini, so they're both the same thing. Courgette and zucchini, they're all the same. So I'm cutting this into chunky sizes. I'm also using aubergine. Again, some people call this eggplant, and there are different varieties of eggplant or aubergine. And I'm going to cut this into cube size as well. They're chunky sizes that so I really want to see this to come through in the vegetable. So the zucchini or courgette and the aubergine are the main vegetables in this hot pot. So I really want these two to come through. And aubergine, it has a sweet taste. I have this habit of tasting my raw vegetables, and I find aubergine to have a really sweet taste. But I don't eat it raw anyway. It has to be cooked or grilled. And the only herb I'm using in this recipe is mint. So I'm using fresh mint, which I have just cut up. So I really want the flavor of the mint to come through, because mint has a very strong flavor, and I want this to come through in this recipe. So I'm cutting up the vine tomatoes, and I really need the juice of this vine tomato, because I will not be adding any liquid in this recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and fry the vegetables. As you can see, I'm frying the vegetables separately. So the aubergine and the courgette, I'm frying them separately because they each have different cooking time, and I want these vegetables to cook to a very nice texture, and that's why I'm frying it separately. And also because I don't want it to be mushy. I'm adding little amount of vegetable oil at a time. So make sure you stir the vegetables when frying so that it can cook on the other side as well. So I'm setting this aside and I'm going to fry the rest of the vegetables. So the onions, the ginger, the bell peppers, the tomatoes and the puree tomato are all going to fry at the same time. It's actually easier when you fry these vegetables separately, because when you fry the aubergine and the courgette together, it does take a very long time, and you find out that one will cook before the other, and sometimes it gets really mushy. So when I do it this way, it really comes out nice. So I'm going to leave this to fry for 7 minutes. And after 7 minutes, I'm going to be seasoning this and adding the aubergine and the courgette. So if you notice, I've been stirring this quite frequently, and that's because I don't want it to burn, because I'm not using much oil for this recipe. So I've actually added the salt and the vegetable stock powder. And there's another ingredient that I'll be adding to this recipe, and that's the Worcestershire sauce. This is just going to lift the flavor to another level. So I keep stirring, and I'm going to cover this and leave it to fry for another 3 minutes so that everything can come together. And after 3 minutes, it's actually ready. So I'm going to turn off the heat and then add the chopped mince. Like I said earlier, the only herbs I'm using is the mince, and because the mince is a soft herb, I'm not cooking this. I'm just going to mix it and allow the heat to bring out the flavor of the mince. It doesn't really need to cook. And the vegetable is ready, and as you can see, there is no oil seeping out, and yet the vegetable is moist and it's really, this vegetable really melts in your mouth. It's a really lovely vegetable to be used at a side. You can eat it with rice or with potato, whatever you prefer. I had mine with cooked bulgur with, and it was really nice. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll see you next time. Bye.